we'd look at In Hell I'll Be in Good Company by the Dead South today. It's a really cool song and a really cool video. So we're going to look at, because it's cello and banjo, we've got it slightly different. We've got the verse in the banjo style and the chorus in the cello style. You can obviously just mix those rhythms around and have what you want. It's just that you get both sounds. So we'll go through a playthrough and then we'll check it out. Okay, so for the verse, I should say first that I like to play things in the kind of the Hendrix bar chord style. You can play a normal bar chord, it all works exactly the same. Just with these licks, if you can do the thumb over Hendrix style bar chord, I find it easier. So we're going to start off the rhythm in the right hand's really simple. We're just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But just with a little bit of swing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay? In the left hand, we've got 4 bars of G minor. Then we've got a bar of F, or F like this. And then a bar of D7. And then 2 bars of G minor again. On the G minor we have this little riff where you can play sort of roughly as many strings as you want. If you want to do it as a bar chord, you would take your little finger off. If you're doing it in this Hendrix style, take your ring finger off. So that basically we want the 3rd string of the D. We're going to play the 3rd string of the D on the first beat of the bar. And then we're going to play 5 on the D with the rest of our G minor chord for the and 2 and. Okay, so 3, 5, 1 and 2 and, then we do the same thing, 3 and 4 and, 3 and 4 and, same thing again, 1 and 2 and then here it's slightly different. We're going to play the 3rd fret of the G, and then the 2nd fret of the G, 3rd and 4th beats, 3, 4, so 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And with all of these, if you're keeping that chord, you can do quite big strums if you want the full chord, or if you just want a little bit. And obviously you can just vary those bits around. Then on the F we just play the rhythm. Same thing on the D7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back into the... Okay, so that's the whole verse. I'll play through it nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then coming into the chorus, we just have this little riff. Which is the 5th fret of the D, it's all on the D. Then 0, 1, 2, and then 0, 2, 4, and then we're going to grab our first note of the chorus. All of these tabs are available on my Patreon page, so you can follow along there. As I said before, for the chorus we're going to be following the cello rhythm, which is quite simple. We're just going to take, say if we take a G minor, we're going to bass pick, and then either do an up strum, or you can pick out individual notes. So I like to pick the D, the G and the B, and then we play the A string, and then I like to pick the G, the B and the E, just to kind of vary it around. And what we're doing is we're being quite staccato on these notes. So less so on the bass notes, you can sort of let those ring as much as you like to. But when you do these up strums, in your left hand, then we want to kill the note. You don't want to hear, because you're not really getting the bounce of the song. But that's our rhythm, and it stays the same for pretty much every chord. The chorus starts with 6 bars of G minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was 6, I lost count. Then we're going to go to F, do exactly the same thing. Still alternating that bass. Back to G minor for 2 bars. Then 2 bars of C minor where it changes slightly because we're coming down to an A string bar chord. And then we're going to play the same thing in the right hand first up, but we're going to start on the A string, then pick the D, the G and the B, then pick the D string and pick the 3 thin strings again. Do that for 2 bars. Back to G minor for a bar. D7 for a bar, so we don't alternate the bass. Then G minor for 2 bars. But it's nice to let this last bar just be a bass note ring, then you're ready to go into again. So I'll play through the chorus once at half speed so you can hear. Those G minors might go on a bit long, but you'll get the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that lesson. You've got plenty of other lessons here that you can check out, and click the subscribe button, and if you click the bell icon you get a notification every time we do a lesson. So I'll see you next time.